She said it was just work, but I came home early. When you've got a few minutes, subscribe for more true stories like this one, the kind that stay with you long after they end. The sound of a key turning in the lock can change your life. That night, it was 9:47 p.m. I'd just come home from my business trip, a day early. I didn't tell my wife, Claire. I wanted to surprise her. Maybe cook dinner, sit together, pretend like things were normal again. But when I opened the door, the penthouse was dark, except for a soft, muffled laugh from down the hall. Her laugh. And another, lower, unfamiliar. I froze. Every beat of my heart echoed in my chest like a drum. I wanted to believe I was wrong, that maybe she had the TV on, or a friend over. But then I heard her voice, playful, sweet, the tone she used to save just for me. "You're terrible," she said, between soft laughter. That was all it took. My stomach dropped. My hands went cold. I set my briefcase down quietly. The city lights through the windows painted long, silver shadows on the floor as I walked toward the bedroom. Each step felt like walking deeper into a nightmare I didn't want to finish. The door was slightly open. Warm light spilled into the hallway. When I pushed it open just enough to see, I stopped breathing. Claire was sitting on the edge of our bed, her silk robe slipping off her shoulder. And across from her, in my chair, was a man in a suit, holding a glass of my bourbon like he owned the place. It was Richard, her CEO. The man, she said, texted her about work. She turned and saw me. The glass in her hand shook. Her lips parted, but nothing came out. For a moment, there was no sound. Just silence, thick, unbearable. "Mark," she whispered. That's all she said. I stared at her. Then at him. "What is this?" I asked. Her silence was my answer. Richard stood up, still calm, pretending control. "Let's not overreact," he said softly. "It's not what it looks like." I laughed, but it didn't sound like me. "You're in my house. In my chair. Drinking my bourbon. With my wife. Tell me what it's supposed to look like." She tried to speak, "Mark, please," but I stepped back. The space between us felt like miles. I wanted her to say something that made sense, something that didn't hurt so much. But all she said was, "I didn't mean for it to happen." That broke me. All those little moments flashed in my head, the late nights, the phone she always kept face down, the new perfume, the way she stopped looking at me when I talked. I'd noticed it all. I just didn't want to believe it. I turned to him. My voice was shaking but steady enough. "Get out of my house." He nodded, no guilt in his eyes, just a smug calmness. "I'm sorry," he said, and walked past me. The door closed behind him with a soft click. Claire sat on the bed, crying into her hands. "I love you, Mark. I still do." Love. That word hit like poison. I shook my head. "You don't destroy someone you love." Then I walked away. In the elevator, I looked at my reflection. I didn't recognize the man staring back, tired eyes, shaking hands, heart completely hollow. When I reached the street, my phone buzzed. A message from her, "I'm so sorry. Please come back." I looked at it for a long time. Then turned the phone off. The city kept moving, lights flashing, people laughing, cars passing, all of it going on like my life hadn't just collapsed. But as I stood there, something inside me shifted. For the first time, I wasn't just broken. I was done. Because sometimes, the quietest revenge isn't anger. It's peace. And that night, walking alone under the city lights, I finally started to find mine.